back with the Audi A3 2-litre turbo FSI, or TFSI if you want to call it that. We've got a problem with it whereby it's making this weird noise. I would do an impression of the noise, but it would be better if I show you it when the engine's running. But what I think it's all down to is the PCV valve not working as it should do. Also, I'll show you that when I pull out the dipstick, it's actually sucking air through the dipstick. So again, I think the PCV or the positive crankcase ventilation valve isn't working. So first I'm going to show you the engine running. And we'll pop the bonnet. If I pull out the dipstick, see that? Put it back in. Pulling out the dipstick shouldn't change how the engine runs, but it is to.
Do it again.
Let me show you this. Finger over it. It's actually sucking my finger. So there we have it. What we need to do is take off the PCV valve assembly, and I'm going to show you how that works. Before I access the PCV valve, it's worth talking a bit about what a PCV valve is, and also the ones that you can buy online. So first of all, what a PCV valve is it's to vent positive crankcase pressure, and what that is the pressure build-up in the actual sump or the crankcase. And what that does, if you didn't vent it at all, it would inhibit the movement of the pistons themselves. It would reduce efficiency, but it would also mean that the air couldn't get out of the bottom of the crankcase. So what they do, or what OEMs do to combat that, is they need a way of pulling that pressure out, and they can't just vent it out to atmosphere. They have to actually put it back into the inlet tract, just for emissions, because if you just went it straight out to atmosphere, then technically that's some oil vapour that you'd be going out to emissions, and that's not legal as such. So what they need to do is they need to pull it back into the inlet, but they also, the other thing about it is because this is a turbo car as well, you have to have a bit of a more of a complex setup of pipes and things like that. But I won't go into the whole thing. But you have the PCV valve here, and one thing, this is a really cheap copy of a PCV valve. And one thing that you want to do is check that this can't happen. You should be able to blow into this pipe here, and it should be completely sealed to the outside. So listen to this. It's coming out of each of these ports, okay? So that's not a good copy. It looks good, well, relatively good. It looks the same, and it's actually not very good. This is a better kit I've bought, so I actually managed to get my money back on that kit, but I thought it was worth, that was about £15 or something like that. No good. This, again, it's not made by Audi, but this is a kit, 50 quid, comes with all the pipes as well. It's a little bit higher spec, so this one is, do you see how they look? Very similar, but you see the moulding slightly different. They look slightly higher quality. Maybe the fit and finish is slightly better. You can tell that. Yeah. Look at that. Yeah.
Plastic, and then look at this.
Yeah.
Smooth.
So the fit and finish is slightly better. They look very similar, but look at this one. So if I do the same thing again. Do you hear that?
Do it to the other one.
And then this one. It's actually, you can't do anything with that. Do you hear how the valve goes one way? So this. That's a good valve. This one's knackered without even going on the car. If you put that on the car, it would not help the situation whatsoever. So it's a good kit. It comes with the PCV valve, comes with these hoses, which are these little push-on hoses, and it comes with the, so that's 2 of them. It comes with the gasket, and it comes with these little T30 headed screws. So that's a much better kit. It's about £50 for that kit. I don't know how much Audi wanted, but either way, that's the kit that I've bought. We need to remove this, so we can get a crosshead screwdriver, but I think there should be actually 2 fixing points right and left here, but I've only got 1, and I'm just going to stick this nut here and screw up here. So that moves that back off there, and then get some long nose pliers and just put that up there. So that's that off there. I'll just go there. That's off. And then over here, I think we need to gain some space here. So I'm just gonna pull that back. Clips here, go underneath them, thicken back. There's 1, there's 2, there's 3, and that should be loose there now, which it is. Just tuck that out of the way. So we should just be able to pick this up. That's it. That's out there like that. And just put that to one side. PCV valve. You can see it's been shown by taking the cover off the top. It's nice and central and easy to access. So all you need to do first is take these little pipes off. Do you see these little markings here? If you squeeze them, you should come off. That's one of them off there, and I can take that one off as well. I'll just leave it to one side for now. And then this one here, there we go, that's that one backed off. And then it's where is it? T25 is the original screws. They gave me T30 in the kit, so it's kind of interesting. I'll probably just put this standard bolts back in because there'll be nothing wrong with them as such, and it'll work just fine. So come in here and just loosen. That's that one. That's this one up here. Careful not to round anything off. Should be screwed. This one here, and then this one here. And what I'll do now is just take each of these out. That's the last of them out. That's what they look like. And then this should just come off. Oh, some oil in it. That's always mildly disconcerting. That shows that it's been certainly doing something's happening, isn't it? Look, there's some gunk in there.
Got tissue.
No, but yeah. What I'm going to do is I'm going to pluck that old seal out, and I'll get some blue rag, and I'll just try and take some out of that. But that's not necessarily a great sign. But let's see what we can do about it. First thing to say is, if you look at this, if you can spot the difference quickly, where's the valve? Where's the little poppet valve in there? Can't see it. It's not there. So I presume if I wipe this, it still seems to be holding pressure, but I don't know, it's just strange. It's either a different design to the aftermarket one or something, but I don't know, it's not there. So that's slightly weird. Just put that on there on the sheet. What we'll do then, let's have a look. Can't see a lot in there. Let me have a look.
Is the poppet thing shot through it?
I don't know. I'll have a look.
Could have done, couldn't it? Is it in there?
No, I don't think so. It could just be somehow a different design. But either way, what I'm going to do is get a little screwdriver. I can find something magnetic in here, and I can just pluck this old seal out. Never butcher the seals, because in case the aftermarket one isn't actually that great, you might need it. This has been in here for quite a lot of time. So what we'll do is we'll just take off some of this oil here, clean up the surrounding area a bit. It's a good opportunity to do that. And then we'll check the quality of the new seal. So this is the new gasket. Let's see what the fit up's like. Doesn't look too bad actually. You just want to make sure it's the whole way home, and then just give it a wipe. The mating surface is nice and clean. So first of all, I'm going to take this one out. So again, pinch and just pull that one back. Put this new one in. So just pinch it and wiggle it on. There we go. That's in. Leave it like that for the moment. And then this one here, this larger one, goes the whole way down to here. I don't know if I can get my hand in here. That's going to be the tough thing. Right, so I've done the top one. I can't manage to get my hands in there to take that bottom pipe out, so I'm just going to unfortunately send it. But I think it'll be alright. I think this is the main issue. So let's put this in here like that. And I'm going to reuse the OEM screws because I don't think there's anything wrong with them. So just thread them lightly up in 4 places. Go. And get this one. And this last one in down here. Right, so then you just fit these pipes all back in. Just a push up job. This one in here. There we go. Just it's better to get.
Yeah, hold on, man.
Now look. There we go. That's tight. I'm going to chuck the old one back on.
There we go.
Yeah. I'm chucking this one back on. There you go.
When it's good, it's good.
When it's good, it's good. There you go. That's gone on there.
It's more positive, isn't it?
See that? See, it's got a be the whole way home there.
Yeah.
Wasn't quite the whole way home before.
Okay.
I just rotated it a bit. Yeah, you can't have it all. So now I'm just going to basically put this airbox. Like so. Just check that these are in here like that, which they are. That's good. The main thing is you need just to push this bit in here, and then you can just, there you go, it's on one popper, kind of find, I don't know if it's on yet. Two poppers, there's a popper at the front here. Oh, I see what's happened. This is a good example actually. So here, this popper thing has come out.
That's come out of the actual unit.
Yeah, I think so. So this needs to be up in here.
From the grass to it nice.
The grass,
Don't scratch it.
scratch it. Yeah, that's back in. Give it another go.
Proper job.
Proper job that, Fuzzy. This goes in here, like that. And that should go on these. That's more positive, wasn't it? Right, so now I'm going to chuck these little clips on. It's just pretty much like there. Another one on top. Get this wire back in. Should have a click, but quite an old connector. This thing, and these pliers. So then just got to kind of put this in there. And that like that, and then that's home. It's happy there, and then this thing just goes. Just make sure the speed clip is in place. It's just spun around a bit. There, like that. And then we'll just get this little screw right here somewhere. Okay, and just grab all your tools. So, new PCV valves in. Let's see if it's running any different. test is going to be pulling out the dipstick. So I guess I'll wink, right? So that's what it should be like. So that's how to do a PCV valve on a 2 litre TFSI at least. And hopefully my weird noises and everything else will be gone. And that's it.